this video I think is really important to do, and I was filming my other binge videos because, like I said, I binged yesterday, Thursday, June 27th, 2019 at 2 o'clock. I had my, binge, but it was because I was really hungry. So I made a video, a whole documenting on what I had, how I felt after, what I did, what I'm doing, everything. But in those other videos, I mentioned having someone to be there for you or controlling your binge. I would, if I were a person struggling with an eating disorder, and I am, I will, and if you're especially if you have the binge restrict cycle, this definitely helps because this is kind of something I'm going through, the binge restrict cycle. And I would suggest you guys to have a binge controller, and even a restrict maybe controller, like somebody who will try a normal eater in your family or friends, and you gotta trust them. For me, it's my mom because she knows what I go through. She's been there always with me through my eating disorder. And have someone there just to kind of control your binges, especially because binges is something for me personally the hardest I deal with. And I kind of hired my mom, or I just asked her to. During my last binge afterwards, I felt sick, and I told her, can you please, if I binge, control my binge? One thing I started actually doing is binging in front of people, because it actually helps. And I understand what you want to do is binge alone. Binge in your room, lock the door, not have anyone there. But trust me, having someone there helps you. They see, because from you might not notice this, but you're probably eating very fast. And I do this too. You probably eat fast. One time I was binging and my sister was I was like, you can go upstairs, because I was gonna, binge and stuff. So I was like, you can go upstairs, because we were having dinner, and I was like, just go upstairs, after, because she was done. And I was like, I'll just be here. And she's like, I don't want to leave you. You're eating so fast. I'm afraid you'll choke. And I was like, that was shocking to me because I did not think I ate that fast. From the side, sometimes you don't see how much you're eating and how fast you're eating. So having someone there, your sibling, friend, anyone, and if you really want to binge, if you have an urge, I would, and for example, let's say it's night, I would honestly, and I do this, recommend you to wait until the next day. Still have the binge, so don't be like, oh, I'll change my mind. No, still have the binge, but just the next day, whether it's lunchtime or in the morning, or just with someone. Just wait till you have someone there with you. And if you're absolutely passing out and you need food or something after restricting, have something like an apple or a bar, and that's it. Just, I know it's gonna be hard, but have the willpower, and I did this, so I know it's possible, to just wait until you have someone there. If you don't have anyone in your family, if you live alone, call a friend and say, let's go, invite them to have lunch. But before, if you want someone to actually help you and that person to go with you to help you, warn about your binge before not the day of your binge, or when you're about to binge, because when you binge, you don't want anyone touching you, controlling you. You don't want to talk about it. You just want to go and eat. So I would definitely suggest to wait, or tell them previously. So warn them before, I struggle with binge eating, would you please mind? And I told this to my mom. I was like, try to just control me, slow me down. Don't let them take food away from you, because that's going to make you really mad. Let them, allow them to give you the food, because my mom let me have anything I wanted yesterday. She was like, have anything, but she just made sure I wouldn't, she's like, okay, I think you already have the cereal here, so don't, and if I wanted more cereals, she was like, you already have finished this first, and then if you really want some more, you can come back and have some more. And I was like, okay, sometimes you could get a little mad, but it's don't let them take food away from you. Let them make you have it, but let them control your speed. Like my mom would tell me yesterday, slow down, chew slower, enjoy your food. I understand you're really, really hungry, because she understood. She was like, you look hungry. She was like, just slow down. You could still have all of this. You can come back for more later. Just slow down, relax, because you don't want to choke. You don't want to feel sick. Because I would tell her, I feel so sick afterwards. Can you just help me? And I explained it, tell someone the way it is. Like, tell them, I will binge, I will feel like this, I need someone just to be there. Sometimes it's just, and she would sometimes even, like, join you to eat, and she joined me to eat yesterday, too. Like, she had, like, some stuff with me. And so I would just feel better because I don't feel as alone. Don't binge alone. It's not a good idea. Always, like, just, it will also help you, like, get back to your normal self again, like, after your binge, like, getting back to your normal routine, versus if you binge alone and you feel guilty, go binge alone again. Feel guilty, don't want to see anyone. No, go, with a friend, anyone. Like, I would really suggest, it really helped me. And I know that's the last thing you probably want when you binge. I know I want to be touched or talked to. And she didn't really talk to me. She just made sure, like, she would, like, just see what I would be putting out, and she's like, see what I'm eating, and kind of, like, made sure I didn't have too much, like, sugary stuff, like cookies, because she knew I would feel really sick after. Because last time even, I told her after my binge, I had a lot of cookies. I said, don't let me have cookies or, like, too much sweets afterwards, because I get, like, a rash, I feel sick, I'm not good, it's just not good. So she was like, and I put myself some, like, cookies, and she was like, are you sure you want that? You remember you told me you would feel sick? So she would remind me, and I would be like, oh, yeah. She was like, no, you can't have it, because, you're gonna feel sick. Make sure, like, they don't, like, become too strict with it. Like, let them just be there to support you, and tell them that, like, I just need support and someone to make sure, like, I can slow down the pace. Reminders, not commands. Don't make them command you to do, like, eat slower. Like, she would tell me that, and I would slow down and then start again, but she would just be like, oh, just, eat slower, make it into a joke. She wasn't, like, too strict with it. Don't let them be too strict with it, because then you're gonna get mad and you're not gonna want like that. Just have someone there to support you and control you in a nice, relaxing way, not strict, not commanding or demanding, but just kind of like keep you reminding you, like, are you, like, okay, like, and just give you ideas, like, she would tell me, like, maybe instead of, like, that chocolate, you can have dark chocolate. It's, a bit healthier, just might not make you as sick, and things like that. It really helped me. I really am thankful I have someone I can, have someone there for me, and it could be anyone for you. And I know, like, just make sure you explain the whole situation. Make sure you explain that you don't need them to tell you or be strict. Just be on, like, tell them an instruction. Like, step 1, when I explain this to you, I binge, I feel guilty afterwards, I need someone to be able to control me, and blah blah blah. Step two, or, like, give them steps. Step 1, when I binge, I will call you and let you know that I'm really, really hungry, or so, or, like, have a keyword, whatever you want to, however, just try different things. This was my first time doing that, so it really helped, and I'm definitely, if I binge again, I will do that. Step 2, when I binge, try to make me slow down. And your rules can be different. You could just want to slow down, and that's it. Don't tell me anything else. Step 3, for me, it was more like, I feel sick after eating too much sweets, so make sure I don't have too much sweets. She did that. She made sure I had just a regular looking meal with pasta and, like, meat, fish. And I do try to eat vegan, but when I binge, guys, I'm sorry, sometimes I just can't control it. So, I will make a separate video on that as well. It's just very hard because I'm so hungry that I just eat everything in sight. And obviously my family is not vegan, so it's hard for me to, have, like, vegan foods if all the foods they have is more, like, non-vegan, and I'm so hungry I don't have time to cook it, and I'm just eat everything in sight. So that's my situation. I'm sorry if I disappoint or I'm a bad vegan. I try my best. I was vegan for 2 years straight, like 100%, but then I relapsed. So I do try most of the week, and when I'm healthy, I vegan, but plant-based more. But, like, I try my best, but when I'm so hungry, I just can't control myself. And I'll make a separate video on that, but she gave me, like, a normal looking meal, what they would usually have, what my family usually has, with, like, vegetables and She had like the fried pepper, and I made a video on what I had, but she gave me like a norm because I told her like sugar makes me feel sick, so she was like she later told me she wanted me to have that first and then like desserts. And then for dessert, I told her I want cereal, and she was like, okay, get some cereal. And then I started putting ice cream and cookies. She's like, okay, are you sure you want the cookies because you told me you feel sick afterwards? I was like, I'll take it, and I'm not sure if I'll have it, but I'll just take it. Because then she was like, she wanted me to go upstairs so that I could watch the movie, enjoy my dessert slowly. She's like, so that you're not in the kitchen. She was like, she wanted me to go upstairs, like put everything on the tray I wanted and then go upstairs. She's like, she didn't mind me coming back and getting more, but she just didn't want me to be in the kitchen and just eat and eat and eat. So she was like, she tried to get me upstairs. And she did that, and it was all perfect. And I told her all the steps, and she did it exactly how I asked. She did very good, actually. So, and of course, like, if you can try it, and if there's something you don't like, you could change it around. Ask them, like, okay, don't do this, don't be so demanding, like this and this. My mom was not demanding at all. She was just kept reminding me, like, are you sure you want that? You might feel sick after. Or she would be like, okay, maybe that's enough. Maybe, like, she would be like, maybe, and I was like, no, I want one more. And she was like, okay, one more, and then let's go on to this. Like, she was very, like, just supportive in because I asked her to do it. She knows about it. I just asked her to help me control my binge. And that's it. Sometimes you just need someone for support, and it could be your sister, anyone, friend. I would highly recommend doing this if you struggle with having a binge and stuff. And if you're a binge eater and have binge episodes, have someone be there for you. Just, even if you're binging every day, have them do it, and do it with them when they're having lunch. Binge. Let them see what you're going through, because that's how you're going to get help. That's how you don't need to be alone. Don't force yourself to be alone. Have them see, like, I struggle with binge, and this is how I eat, and it's not normal, and I need obviously help. And so, like, I mean, obviously it's not like for attention, but what I mean is just so that sometimes you just need people around you, and then they could, like, let's go watch a movie. They can also help, just normal eaters can help you distract you after your binge. So instead of you feeling guilty, they'll be like, let's go do this, and you might be like, oh, I'm too full, like, let's just watch a movie, and you guys go watch a movie. And that's what I did yesterday, and it helped a lot, okay? Because normal eaters, they don't just think about food, so you don't want to do that. So obviously it will help you, it will help distract you. It will also help you feel less guilty because you're distracted doing something else after your binge. Does this work? It works for me perfectly. Hire yourself a binge controller person. Really. Well, not hire, but like, just have someone there to support you. I just say hire, but really helps. Really helped me. Probably one of the best decisions I made is asking her. And I asked her this on the 1st of June, almost a month ago, and I didn't binge the whole time. And when I did, she remembered all that, and she helped me. I didn't ask her yet the day before or yesterday, right before I binged, because I was not thinking about that. I was just thinking about food at that moment. So she knew a month before my next binge that she would need to help me. So very, very, very helpful, and I'm glad I did it. Very highly suggest you do it too. So anyone, so just have someone to talk to and support you. Don't be ashamed of it. It happens to a lot of people. And hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.